Hey y'all, thank y'all for being here again. I just want to touch on a couple of things again, man. Look, this could be this could be the beginning of of a 100-year or 300-year or 400-year since 1776. This could be the beginning of a real revolution. Revolutions, the first revolution that happened started. Revolutions happen. They start in 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 small systems, and then they grow to be something massive, like what's going on right now across the entire country. Everybody is is protesting and willing to use force to do so. Listen, listen. This is how change happens. This is how real, lasting change happens. At some point, you got to defend what you believe. And at certain measures, you got to be willing to die for it, right? This is how real change happens. So you can't get lost in the sauce of thinking about war is the ideal of like when the US go to Iraq. No, political wars, shining a light on the political system. All that's happening right now, by these little combustions that ignite in certain towns or little cities, these combustions are these are shining lights on well overdue systems that need to be either re-examined or reformulated. Okay, re-examined or reformulated because of the industrial news that we have lived under for such a long time. They have been able to control the agenda, the industrial news that we have lived under for such a long time. They have been able to control the narrative, and they was able to control the agenda. That's the reason why you didn't. I think the Rodney King situation was one of the first situations that really exposed that these things were going on when they have been going on forever, right? And then since Rodney King, you have a list, and I mean a long list of 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 these things happening. We're in it now. It's happening right now. You know, um, just see it through. See it through. The people have the power. This is one of the few times where the people has had the power. 50 million, most likely there's close to 100 million people right now that either have part-time work and unemployed. There's closer to probably 75 to 100 million people who have part-time work and unemployed. The rest are younger teenagers, and most of the country is unemployed right now. They have the time to speak their mind. This is what the system feared the most. This is the people. Just try to wrap your head around what I'm trying to get across to you. The people have the power. When people are unemployed at the rate and numbers that they are today, look, here's something that you can't forget about. Okay. What I'm talking about right now is just not my opinion. What I'm talking about right now, are these are written inside of that's that coffee. What I'm talking about right now, this stuff is written inside of textbooks. Like this stuff is written inside of textbooks. I mean, if you go back and read fourth century 4th century Thucydides, how the Peloponnesian Wars, how it built up the Peloponnesian Wars, and how you go back and you read Machiavelli of how you continually lie to the people, lie to the people, lie to the people. When you even murder someone that is really close to them, you just go back and you just give them gifts. All of these structured things that they've done to us, these things are actually in books. They weren't doing that stuff on whims. No, this is taught. This is curriculum that is taught. This is just curriculum that is taught. Sun Tzu, Art of War, Laws of Power, all that stuff, man, that is curriculum that is taught. They have implemented and controlled this industrialized system for over 100 years on an old curriculum that is taught. And thanks to technology, the people know how the people know it now. The people know it now. People are awake. People ain't sleep no more, man. People are on to the game. And you start to realize, no matter if you're playing with the Democrats or Republicans, they're both the same side of the coin, right? They're both promoting one agenda, keep the people down, keep a separation in income, a huge separation in income. If you have a job, you're a peasant regardless. If you're a normal person, you're a peasant regardless. You're not an oligarch. You're not invited into that system. Everybody, regardless if you're Democrat or Republican, I don't care if you're voting for Joe Biden. That's the reason why I don't care to hear about Trump's opinion and Joe Biden's opinion. It just really doesn't matter. They're both promoting the same system. And that system is to keep everybody too busy to be involved in politics. That's number one. That's actually a strategic, structured technique that is in a textual form. I don't know if it's Socrates or Plato. I don't remember which one it is, but basically what it reads is keep the people, the peasants, the working class too busy to be involved in politics. That's a fact. Go back and Google it. The entire world working system, the entire world government body is to keep you out of politics, keep you from being politically in tune. That is the big secret. That's the big secret. Because then you quickly realize when you have 300 million, when you have 7 billion, when you have 8 billion, close to 9 billion people, the people obviously have the power. The people have the power, but if you have to work and you constantly have to work to go put food on your table because of a low wage system coming from the top down, that's the reason why they're so flush with cash. They have so much cash, they don't even need cash. They don't even call it cash. They call cash trash. They actually call cash trash. They have so much of it. So in that same system, there's like branches that branches off, and there's branches that it's all from one tree and it branches off. And the reality is that their sole job is to keep you policed. This is for all citizenry. In fact, they even consider themselves operating under a different law. Like that's the reason why you can't even send a regular policing body to arrest politicians or certain politicians. You can't even send a regular citizen body to have them arrested. They don't even operate under the same law. They're above the law. Their job, their sole purpose is to keep the citizenry policed. Number one, policed. Number one is policed. Number two, keep you preoccupied so you won't be involved in politics. Those are facts. And that's what this whole thing is about. And that's what government has become. That is what our structured governmental system has become. And by the way, it goes down to subsection. So the subsection of how they keep you as a working individual, no matter what kind of job, you can be an engineer, you can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, no matter who you are, the way they do it is, number one, through propaganda, which was promoted through Joseph Goebbels, Edward Bernays. I'm sorry, Bernays. Goebbels was the guy who gas chamber guy was Edward Bernays, Sigmund Freud, cousin, okay? That whole deal. And then another way that they keep you preoccupied is simply through the enforcement arm of the U.S. Treasury, which is taxes. Taxes is the way the people, the working class, stay working class. Those are facts. You make over a certain amount, 30%, 37%, almost 40% of your income. Like, the taxes is how you keep a class continue to work. Just putting it out there, okay? So so I don't know, just wanted to jot those down, get those out there. Just a rant.